Hey everybody, welcome to my
Hi guys.
Welcome to the podcast. It's On Cinema with your host Tim Heidecker and my guest Gregg Turkington. He's a film buff and knows a lot about movies, so I have him on the show. Our film today that we're discussing, because we're celebrating the 30th anniversary of this film this year, is The China Syndrome. It's not what you think either. It is not about China, and it's not about Chinese people. It's actually about nuclear power. And it's about the possibility or the real threat of there actually being a nuclear meltdown. And, you know, it's one of those films that raises a lot of interesting questions. Gregg, have you seen it?
Yeah, I have seen it, and Jane Fonda, of course, was nominated for the Academy Award. And that's the top honor in film. So, it's a good film.
Well, you also have Michael Douglas.
Sidney Lumet, I think, directed it.
I don't know about that. Let me look that up.
It's based on a real story.
Yes.
3 Mile Island in Pennsylvania, there was an accident, and they made it into a movie, and it was a big hit movie for Jane Fonda. It's sort of her comeback. She hadn't had a hit since Barbarella, which was a long time. So this was a big movie for Jane Fonda.
It was actually directed by James Bridges, not Sidney Lumet. And I want to give a shout out to Michael Douglas, who actually produced the movie as well as starred in it. And that's what a lot of people don't know about Michael Douglas is he was also a producer, and a very successful one at that. He produced other movies as well. So you got to give Michael Douglas credit for that.
An On Cinema round of applause, if we can add that.
Yeah, and we just want to say, if you haven't seen China Syndrome, that is on DVD, and you can get a copy of it pretty easily, either renting it or if you go to Coconuts or Hollywood Video, you can probably buy a copy.
Sort of Field of Dreams meets nuclear disaster.
No, this is a little more of like Network, which is maybe why you thought Sidney Lumet.
Okay.
And you also have one of
I've seen Network.
You have one of the first movies featuring the old man from Cocoon, who was the Quaker Oats man. I can't remember his name.
Wilford Brimley.
Wilford Brimley is in the movie as well. All right,
and Jack Lemmon from The Apartment and The Odd Couple.
We talked about that already. Anyway, thank you very much, and enjoy China Syndrome, and it's an important film.